नमो नमो गुरुदेव को, नमो कबीर सखपाल, नमो संत शरणागति, सकल पाप भय छाल। सतगुरु को कीजे बंदगी, कोटि कोटि प्रणाम। कीटन जाने भृंग को, गुरु कर ले आप समान।
Just before I came here, I was listening to Saragama. All of you know that. And one of the judges quoted, "Jab mai tha tab hari nahi, ab hari hai mai nahi. Bari feri bal gayi jit dekho tik tu." That's Kabir Sahib Sakhi. Jab mai tha tab hari nahi. When we are thinking about ourselves as an individual, where's God? God is outside this picture of me. But when you see God in yourself and you see God in everybody, then your ego is not there. You give up your individuality. As long as you have ego and individuality, you cannot be with God. It's as simple as that. So, jab mai tha tab hari nahi, ab hari hai. When you know God, you're no longer this individual with a name and a form. God is beyond name and form. So identify with that. And this is called Atma Gyan. This is summarized very well by Adi Shankara in 6 words. And it involves the whole Gyan of all religions. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Atma Brahma. Brahma is the absolute reality. Jagat Mithya. What does that mean? Are we false? Mithya means it looks okay, it's real one time, but it's not real another time. So all of us, we think we are real. None of us will be here in a certain number of years. Every baby born now will not be here 100 years from now. There may be a few that pass 100, but think about it. We're all going. We're born and we live and we die. Is that the end of life? Think about it carefully. Let's think about it this way. Everybody here probably went to school and you want to get a diploma. If you don't get that diploma, you don't feel good, do you? And what is a diploma? Anybody know? It's a diplomatic document. Diplomatic. It takes you to high places. So, you have a diploma from university or wherever, people recognize that. The diploma in life is called Moksha. Without this diploma of Moksha, you cannot get to that high place called God. And how are we going to get that diploma called Moksha? We cannot if we do not prepare, if we don't study our lessons. And how do you study lessons for this life to get that diploma? It means you have to have purity in thought and word and deed. You have to give up all these passions, what we call Kam, Krodh, Moh, Lobha, Ahankar. When you give them up, and you have God in your mind, God in your thought, and see God everywhere, in yourself and in all beings. Because God is omnipresent. God is Sarva Vyapak. So where do you put God? In heaven? In Vaikunt? If God is Sarva Vyapak, God is in everything, everywhere. We have to realize that. When we realize that and we begin to see God everywhere in all forms, then we may be fit to get that diploma called Moksha. And then you can go to God. But we are in this world of Maya. And I'm going to quote Kabir Sahib. He said, I have the bhajan here. Kya soya bechet musafir, kya soya bechet, is nagri mein chor basat hai, sarvas dhan har let, moh nisha में let me get the words correct. मोह निशा अज्ञान अंधेरो चौदस छायो आए ताने सपना देख अनोखा मूर्ख रहे लो भाई. Just think about those few words. We are in ajnanata. We are in ignorance until we wake up to Atma Gyan. And all religions are teaching us to get liberation, to get nirvana, to get salvation, to get moksha. If this was not the goal, then religion has no place in our life. But we belong to religion, we believe in religion, we believe in God. So, what are we to do? We're getting good teachings. Baiji just gave us some nice teachings. We hear some nice bhajans. When we leave a satsang like this, we must contemplate. It's called manan. If we do not think about it and see how we can apply these things to our life, then the satsang is almost useless. And, right now the Kumbh Mela will start, perhaps in a week or two. It will go on for a whole month. There will be millions of people there. They're going to be religious people. They believe in God. They believe going and bathing in the Ganges there, it will wash away their sins. Will that happen really? When those people go back home, are they going to get moksha? They're going to go back to their life. And you can sit right here and get all that benefit by putting God in your mind. We do japa. Mala to karme pere, jiva pere mahi. Manwa chahudis pere, yato samaranai. If you go there, you spend all that money, you get trampled, you get sick, you come back home with diarrhea, then have you gained that much? Kabir Sahib said, घर में बैठ के तीरथ मनाए, घर ही में बैठ के तीरथ मनाए. You can be anywhere and go to Tirth. Because what is Tirth anyway? Not only bathing in the holy water, it is bathing your mind. पानी में मल मल क्या नहाए, मन का मल उतारो प्राणी, मन का मल उतारो. Now you can go and bathe in all the waters you like. If your mind is dirty, you will never graduate to get to God. So we have to keep this in mind. And we cannot go through this whole life and get old and then die and then be born again in some form of life and then go on again and do the same thing. We have to graduate. That's what God wants us to do. And so Kabir Sahib said at the end of that bhajan, तुमको दूर जाना है रे कहे कबीर जगाए, उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कहाँ तू सोवत है. Let us wake up. Satsang is meant for us to wake up, to pay attention. So see, that said, I don't know the Ramayana, but I remember this. Bina satsang vivek na hoi. And without vivek, we don't get jnana. And without jnana, we don't get to God. So I think about these things as we go through this life. And this is a new year. We can make all kinds of resolutions, but just make one simple one, that I'm going to be a good devotee. I'll have a clean mind and clean heart. I will see God in all beings, in all my fellow human beings, in all the animals, in all of nature, because God's handiwork is everywhere. Without God, nothing can be. God is consciousness. We're all conscious beings. God is spirit, we're spirit. God is Paramatma, we're Atma. So what's the difference when God is in the heart of all beings? सब घट में रसाइया सुनी शेष न कोई बलिहारी घट दास का जा घट पर्वत होए. Let us see God manifesting in all beings. And then we will graduate with that diploma to be with God. So I'd like to thank all of you for listening to me. Thank you, Madhu, for inviting me. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.